Hello everybody and welcome to CZ Sim Racing. We are here for the Copper Shell drivers and looking forward to this one. Obviously we see the double done by Ash, the Trofeo Pirelli Am yesterday night, and now it's time to see who's going to take the wins here at Monza. It's going to be an absolute belter of a race. We are supporting Live Strong, and we are also sponsored by good friends over at Track Racer. A lovely rig and a nice racing seat for you to enjoy if you win this thing. So we're here at Monza, beautiful sunny day, which has been every day actually, which is great. And this is the Ferrari eChallenge, and welcome to you all for joining us. So as we look at the circuit, we will go through the same as every other time we have done it. So round one here at Monza, and give everybody a chance to show off their skills and their talents as they go into turn one here at Monza, the deadly turn one. So here we are at Monza. We're at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Track is about 3.6 miles. And it is just over half a mile for the longest straight. Nice enough time to overtake as well. And elevation level doesn't really make a lot of difference here, as you can see. Estimated times of 1:49. So we're probably going to be looking around 1:48s in this one, maybe low 49s. We'll see what happens as we this race. And I am absolutely happy to say that this evening, not only am I commentating, but my co-host is with me tonight as well. That is the man there, Jesslyn Quayler, with a very smiley face, and he's usually smiling like that, so don't be afraid. So here we are. So here we are. He's just said, how are you doing? I'll put him on mute at the minute, but he'll be back in a moment as we get ready for the Ferrari eChallenge. And hold on to your horses, those Ferrari horses, as we get ready for race one. So welcome everybody to Monza with myself, Craig Cook, and in the commentary box with me tonight is Jesslyn Quayler. Hello Jesse, how you doing, buddy?
Fantastic. I'm getting excited. I see those guys all lined up getting ready to run the race for us. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to be an absolute stonker of a race. Really looking forward to this. I'm just going to turn Jesse up a little bit more, so hopefully you can hear him okay now. Yeah, I mean, we obviously we didn't get to see the qualifiers as we were live and direct and watching so much action on track with some of the best in the world, and we still have best in the world here. We've got some cracking drivers out on track here. With Sir Churro there on pole position and Nos Fox there in second place. Then we have John there, FFR John in third place, and Jenny finds herself in fourth. So great run there from Jenny, the president of this this incredible journey we are on, the Ferrari Challenge. And then we have the Sticky Bandit, who has been very excited about this, Jesse. I can't believe how excited this man is, but unfortunately he's at work, so he's going to have to watch the replay after this replay, if that makes sense.
That's all right. We're on demand after this.
Exactly. So there is Walters there. He's in sixth. A lot of Canadians in this race as well. There is, I think that's Terrien. I might have said that wrong. Hopefully someone will let me know. Then we have Shredder. Can't really get that wrong, really. And then we got Bottle-Fed Mustang. That's incredible. What a name. So there's Bottle-Fed Mustang there as well. Then we have VPR Merch. Then we have Saber Venom, CC Sim member, so great to see Saber Venom in that group as well. Then we have Cornstick there in 12th place with VPR, so a lot of VPR guys. And then the man himself, the boss man of the Ferrari Challenge, Mr. Mark Moran. So there he is, and great to see him on track as well. So let's see how he gets on tonight. Fingers crossed all goes well, and apparently that's not going to be the case. But we'll find out as we start this race, Jesse, and it's going to be an absolute stonker. So, I mean, you've seen, obviously, the first race. You enjoyed that first race. You missed yesterday's race. What are you expecting out of this one? Because, obviously, we know these guys and girls are very quick.
Yeah, I'd love to see just some clean racing, obviously through the first chicane, right? And then hopefully we can line it up and kind of start feeling out some of the drafts. The draft seems to be a bit more of a thing when you get into some of these racers, because I mean, they're not quite as fast, obviously, as our elite racers, but when they get behind another car, they can put up some amazing laps with some of those drafts. So they can make up a lot of time on track. So I think drafts going to be pretty important today.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it was we said this before. The previous race, I think it was like 1.4 seconds between first and 15th or 14th, should I say? And it's the same in this. It was literally nothing to call between this group and the last group. So very very close
Nice.
racing indeed. So let's get this one underway. Race one of the Copper Shell. As we see the lights go on, we have 5 red lights. Who is going to take it into turn 1? Is it going to be Churro? Is it going to be Nos? Let's go. Great start from the 4 up front there, but it looks like Churro's got a good run. But in the tow is John. Is he going to find a way through as they come into the first corner? And here we go as we brace ourselves, and it is Churro, and John's going to try that outside line. Has it worked for him? No, it hasn't. He did try it. Didn't quite work there, did it? But here we go. So Churro into the lead. Nosfox in second. There's Ruiz. John. We'll just call him John. It's easier. In third place. And Jenny in fourth. So managing to hold off Bottle-Fed Mustang, who's had a very good run there. There's Sticky Bandit there in sixth place. There he is. And maybe looking for a pass early on in this race, Jesse. Good start from everyone.
Yeah, I don't know what Bottlefed did. Maybe just some patience, but he got a heck of a jump because I think he was in like 9th or 10th to start. So good start for him.
Yeah, also we've lost Mark. So Mark's at the back there as well. And also VPR Merch. So I'm not too sure what happened to those two. But obviously contact at the start of the race. And I think Mark obviously went and overshot at the chicane, which didn't help him at all. But we'll watch these two hopefully climb the ladder. So there they are. They are 13th and 12th respectively. Then we have Cornstick, who's battling away there with Walters. And he's trying to find a way through as well. But hasn't quite found it, and Shredder finds himself in 9th place. So good little battle going on here, but Cornstick looks very quick. He looks eager to get past here, Jesse.
Yeah, a little patience maybe here would be good. Did we just see somebody go stage right there? I think we lost somebody out the side. Yeah,
yes, we did.
In there.
Yeah, we did. Shredder is off the track, and unfortunate for Shredder, he manages to get back on. So incident there. They come through Ascari. Unfortunately for Shredder, that has really damaged his race, so we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, let's go and have a look at leaders, and it's still Churro from Nosfox, from John, from Jenny. The top 3 starting to pull away here, and this is where these strategies start to take hold, don't they, as we go into the first few corners. And now on lap 2, coming into turn 1 for the second time, and it's Churro from Fox, from Rui, from Jenny, from the Bottle-Fed Mustang. Should be a bottle-fed Ferrari, should I say? But at the moment, it's going to be a cooler Mustang. That's fine. Sticky Bandit there in 6th place, and then we got was it Terrian there in 7th place. Saber Venom doing well in 8th, starting 11th on the grid. So well done to him, Jesse.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Saber's kind of bumped his way up. I think there was a couple instances at the start that really hurt him, but I think patience is a virtue here. I mean, these guys are awfully tightly packed. Whoa, we got some excitement up front, too.
Yeah, exactly. Nosfox had a look down the inside there at the Lesmo 1 now into Lesmo 2 and nearly found the opportunity, but this has given John the opportunity now to chase him down on board with Nosfox, and we have got John all over his rear bumper. Lovely looking livery as well from the American. Jenny just behind there as well, having a good start there. Is the president, vice president, should I say? I don't want to get into trouble from Mark.
So, yeah, we saw a nice move there by John coming into that curve. Too often, those guys, they come into those corners and they just keep the throttle on to the last second. It's a good idea just to let off the throttle a little because you're coming in faster with that draft. So, give yourself a little space so you don't end up running somebody off the road.
Yeah, definitely. And again, Nosfox having another look down the inside. That wider line seems to work, but again, great opportunity here for Nosfox as they go side by side onto the straight. Lap 3. And usually around 17, 18 laps, if I remember rightly. Fastest lap from Jenny. And then it went to Thierry, and they're in... What's that? He's in 7th place, so keep an eye on the Canadian there. So this is looking very good at the moment. Nosfox goes down the inside for position, but is Churro going to hold that line? No, he doesn't. He gives that spot up, and everyone all of a sudden is up against it, aren't they? Look at this. We've got 7 cars for the lead here now, Jesse. Incredible stuff. Churro under real pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, you might anticipate that because even the front guys are running about 151 on that last lap, so they're not super fast right now, and I don't know if that's because they're battling. My guess is because they battled that last lap, but that's going to allow some of those cars to get back in it. Wow, what a battle!
Yeah, Churro just went off the curbing there, didn't he, as he got into the chicane. John's managed to find his way through. Jenny sees herself into 3rd place, but Churro's going to try and find a way around the outside. Hasn't worked, and bottle-fed Mustang is not needing bottle feeding at the moment because he finds himself in 4th place. Great move. Fantastic stuff there from bottle-fed.
You can see Therian in 7th place too right now is the fastest lap. So back there where they've got a little space to work with but can still draft, they're really starting to do a good work, and they can reel in those front guys if they keep working hard, because these front guys are not drafting at all. They are battling every corner.
They are indeed, and Sticky Bandit looking for a move down the inside as they come into Ascari. Didn't quite work, had to back out of that, and that's given Terrian the opportunity now, but he's bump drafting his mate there. Look at this, he's absolutely bump drafting him. He's got a penalty as well as Sticky Bandit, so not really what he wanted, so he's got to make sure he gets past these cars very quickly and nice and calmly as well, and try and pull away as quickly as possible as we see, who's that there? Churro going wide, so all the way from 3rd or 4th. Well, he's actually 2nd, wasn't he, battling at the front there, and now finds himself in 7th place. Yeah. Not what he wanted, and Nosfox has just disappeared, hasn't he? Look at that. Incredible.
Yeah, some of these straights, this race is almost becoming almost like a NASCAR race in a sense. You're getting in a line and running the draft, and you fall out of that draft, and lo and behold, you're like Churro. Suddenly you're looking at the back of the pack.
Yeah, indeed. Great shout there, mate. And as you can see, everything happening up on track. And I'm just going to uncover the black marker there that I forgot to take off early on. Do apologise, everybody. So that scared everyone. They're thinking, oh, has anyone got fuel tyres? No, obviously, of course they have. There's Walters there in at 9th place, and he's trying to look for a move on Saber Venom here, and managing to hold it as they clip the sausage curb. Terrier makes a mistake. Oh, there's three or 4 of them make a mistake, and John, all the way from 3rd or 4th place, has now found himself back in the mix in 8th. Oh my goodness me, what happened there?
Boy, Saber's just kind of hitched himself on the back of the pack and just following it around. That seems like the best move right now with all this chaos in front of him.
Yeah, it is indeed. I'm not too sure which camera angle I need to look at the moment. It's all happening on track, isn't it? Absolutely unbelievable stuff. As we take a look at Mark, let's see where he is there. He's doing 51s at the moment, so he can see the guys in front of him, so he's not that far away from those top 10. There is Merch trying to find a bit of pace, as we see. He's on 52s at the moment. Shredder in the 51s, so have to have a look at the halfway point and see if that makes any difference. But at the moment, while they're all jostling around, Nosfox is having a field day. Look at him, he's on his own as he comes through the Parabolica. And then we've got Jenny, who's also got a nice gap as well. That's a really nice livery line. There is Bottlefed now pulling away from Sticky Bandit. Churro's now back in the mix. He's now in 5th place. And Saber Venom now up to 7th. So, as you said, he's making his moves up the grid here, isn't he, Jess?
Oh, my goodness. It's just such a battle. And I feel like even that last place car, I feel like he's only about maybe 25 seconds out of the gap. Wow, Saber.
Saber Venom. Yeah, he tries to pop the cherry there, doesn't he? He gets his debut dive bomb and made a mistake on the exit as well. And I'm sure Terrian was very pleased to see that car going sideways, because he's now got a bit of a gap now from him. But he's also made a bit of a gap for himself on Sticky Bandit, which he didn't want to happen. But purple, the man in purple at the moment, who's on the fastest sector, is Churro, who's now started to find that pace again. The mojo is back for the American.
Yeah, Churro's banging all those curves too, boy. He's not messing around.
Indeed. So we've got Sticky Bandit there in 5th place, who's got that half-second penalty to take. So very beneficial that he got past those guys that were in front of him. He's done so very nicely, and he might, if he's lucky enough, with that half-second penalty, might be able to steer his way in front of Terrian, but we're going to see if that happens. And again, another purple sector for Sir Churro, who's on it. And I do like Churros. I don't know if that's why he's called Churro. I'm not too sure, but oh God, I could do with some of them right now. Anyway, back to the racing. He's there for Sticky Bandit. He did indeed. And Sticky Bandit goes for the slipstream And that could have helped him out, and I think it has, because I don't think Terrian's going to have the opportunity. No, he's not. So brilliant stuff there from Sticky Bandit, and Churro made the mistake. Oh, but he's sideways as he comes through the Parabolica. My goodness me, it's not a drifting competition, but he could have definitely won that there. As Churro now under real pressure from Sticky Bandit, and now Terrian's got a good drive off the corner as well. So let's go on board with Terrian, and there is the Ferrari. He's going to bump him again. My goodness me, there's a lot of love out there. We should put some Barry White music on. Unbelievable.
Well, they are Canadians. They generally don't fight.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, that's fair enough, yeah. I wouldn't fight. You see the food they have. It's amazing. So here we go. Terrian there in 6th place. Sticky Bandit in 5th. Churro in 4th. I tell you what, I rate them over the Americans for the food. Or should I said that? Or maybe not. It's the Terrians in 6th. Oh, no. Sorry, mate. Sticky Bandit there in 5th. Churro in 4th there. And then we have Bottlefed Mustang in 3rd. Jenny's got the pace at the moment as she stays there in 2nd. But Nosfox is away. So let's see as they come through the chicane. Not many penalties this time round, as we saw in the last race in the Trofeo AM class. A lot of penalties. And as I say that, the commentator's curse, I swear down, I have not seen this race, and that's just happened live. 3 of them have penalties all at the same time. Is that? Should I do the lottery tonight? I think I should do. So those 3 are now going through.
Impressive.
It is impressive. Half second there's got to be a lottery number there for me, surely. So there's Terrian, there is Sticky Bandit, there is Churro, there is Bottlefed, there is Jenny, and Nosfox on his own at the moment. Let's count this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 seconds, maybe 6 seconds on Jenny. Jenny's got a bit of a gap from Bottlefed, and now Bottlefed's going to be very happy to see that Sir Churro's got a half-second penalty, and Sticky Bandit also has a half-second penalty, and also Terrian has a second penalty, and John might see the opportunity to go past to go to the Parabolica. Is he going to do it? I think he is. Down the inside he goes. Thank you very much. I'm going to start making my moves, but no, he doesn't. Has a little bit of contact with Terrian, and but he does make it through. Great stuff.
Yeah, Walters is right back in it too. I mean, he's not very far off that back end pack, and if he can get a draft, he's back in the race all of a sudden.
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, definitely. We've got just over 11 minutes gone, so coming up to the 15-minute marker anytime soon. Well, 3 minutes and 30 seconds soon. But we have just over a quarter of a tank for most of these guys at the moment. Let's have a rundown. Quarter of a tank for John, not what he wants. And Sticky Bandit looking a little bit worse for wear up front. Churro on quarter of a tank. Bottlefed looks absolutely superb at the moment as he goes for a move down the inside of Jenny for position. And has a purple sector. Gets that done. Good move there from Bottlefed, but good thinking from Jenny, because she could have maybe have defended that, but that could have cost her a couple more positions. But good stuff from both drivers. Good clean racing.
Yeah. I think Jenny was smart to back out. He was coming pretty hard. It didn't look like she had a chance to cut him off. So, hide in behind and take him over on the next straight.
Yeah, definitely. And it's all closed up again. And who do we see there in the background? That's Terrian, who went sideways as he comes out of Lesmo 2 there. Unfortunate for Terrian, he's gone backwards, and Cornstick now has the opportunity to close that gap up. Saber Venom chasing down in the top 10. Mark's still there. He's on the back of these guys. He's not that far away. Still doing 51, so looks like he's doing a bit of fuel saving. Looks pretty good on the fuel at the moment from the guys up front, as you can see. Terrian looks pretty good. There is Walters. Walters looks fantastic. That's Terrian, I do apologise, who moves over to the side, makes a mistake, and Cornstick goes through into 8th spot, so good stuff from him. Good battle here.
And Saber's right back on the back too now. He should be able to get a pass on this next straight.
Yeah, he's looking tasty, isn't he, as we look at these two. Good move down the inside and makes it stick. It looks like he has, and hopefully I can bring that into Sticky Bandit. It makes it stick to Sticky Bandit. That'd be great. Or Cornstick makes it stick, one of the two. But Saber Venom down the inside.
Got in that draft.
Did indeed, and as you can see, gets that toe from the back of Cornstick's rear bumper, and that's helped him out massively. And Saber Venom has to wait another day as we go back to the front. Let's have a look. John's on his own there in 6th place. Walter's not far behind. Sticky Bandit there in 5th place, chasing down Sir Churro and Jenny and Bottlefed Mustang. And Jenny's going for it down the inside. Surely not from there. That was a lunge and a half, and she's got it done, it looks like. Oh, she has. What a move. That's impressive. Great stuff.
Nicely done. Yeah, I think Bottle might have been caught a little off guard there. I don't think he was quite ready for that.
But bottled it. Oh, we're getting worse, aren't we? Sorry, Jesse. And sorry, everyone that's watching. So, Bottlefed now into 3rd place. We've got Serchiro now in 4th. Sticky Bandit in 5th. Nos is definitely away with this. He's not that... Well, I say he's away with it. It looks like they're closing him up, surely. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah,
Sticky Bandit.
I mean, he's got nobody to draft with.
Exactly. And Sticky Bandit with the fastest lap for 1:49.6, and that's really, really impressive. So, great stuff there. Jenny is there in 2nd place in the 50s. So great to see that.
Looks like about 2.5, 3 second gap now to the lead. So that pack is definitely reeling him in.
Yeah, they seem to make a mistake somewhere and then they all close up again, don't they? Just one person makes a mistake and it gives everyone the opportunity to close up. And you see Serchiro making a bold move down the inside and gets it done and gets that 3rd place from Bottlefed Mustang. And that is not what he wanted to see. But Serchiro is on a mission and goes into the pits. He makes the move and dives into the pits and everyone has jumped in and so has Nosfox. So Bottlefed and Nosfox, they're the ones we got to keep an eye on. Jenny has stayed out. Very, very brave and on the red as she goes for another lap. That could be very, very painful as Tyrion goes through and Saber Venom goes through and Cornstick goes through.
So Nos and Bottlefed both had more fuel in the tank when they came in, so they should get a little bit of an advantage coming out of here.
Yeah, let's see what happens. There goes Merch. He goes through as well. Let's see who's out. There we go. There we go. Bottlefed and Serchiro battling away. So back again between these two. Is Serchiro going to stick to the inside? He does, and so does Bottlefed. He says, nope, not there, my friend. And looks like Jenny we got to keep an eye on. I think she's going to have to fuel save. This is going to be very, very unfortunate for Jenny. If she can't get away from these guys now, she could be in the mix for this battle here, and that is not what she wants. But it's great. It's a great opportunity. It's a great strategy if she can make it stick. Let's see what happens.
It did look like Bottlefed and Nos both went ahead. Oh, good move. Both of them went ahead and got a full fuel tank. So, you know, if Jenny wants to cut off a little, she could probably make a little time up there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she can as well because she's in the 16-minute mark. So she's over halfway. Maybe just over 3/4 of a tank might get her home. But we saw with Yannick yesterday that he did the same thing and ran out of fuel pretty much. And we'll see what happens. So let's go to the leader and let's see where Jenny is. So Jenny's at the Parabolica and she's done it. I'll tell you what, she's done a good job, hasn't she? She is flying. Done a 50.7 on the last lap. And I'm not too sure what this lap's going to be. But I'll tell you what, if she crossed the line there, that would have been another 50. 150, I reckon. 151 possibly. And she's done very well. Now, this is going to be very, very tight as we see the guys come in. The other three come in. There's Terry and there's Saber and Cornstick. Merch will be following suit as well as he does. Now, Nosfox is there. We need to keep an eye on Jenny, who's filling up now. There's Nosfox. We're going to go with Jenny and let's see what she can see as she's going to come out pretty much side by side with the leader. Here we go. There's Nosfox. Nosfox says he's got it. Yeah. She has come off the gas, and there is Nosfox, and that's a super, super strategy. She's come out with a massive battle behind her, and there's Serchiro. He's coming through now. John and Bottlefed Mustang are having a great battle here, but Jenny's got in front of this group. That was brilliantly timed, and now she can just concentrate on the leader while these lot have a battle and see who is going to grab that 3rd place podium at the moment. Brilliant stuff. Well done to Jenny.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if she can reel them in any. I haven't been looking at the lap times, but you know, I think they're pretty similar lap times right now, so she may need a boost. I don't know. Yeah,
here we go. The Canadians working together again. Walters giving Sticky Bandit a bit of a nudge to say, come on, mate, let's get pushing. We need to get cracking on these guys up front. They are starting to get away from us, and Sticky's gone, yeah, fair enough. But it looks like Bottlefed is going down the inside, or is that John round the outside? Whatever it is, it was a great move from John. He's defended well, and he's now into 4th place. Great stuff from John. Good driving from both of them again. Easily done, and just a little tweak of the steering could have taken both of those guys out, but great driving, side-by-side action as they go through Lesmo 1 and 2. Good stuff from those two there. Serchiro now in 3rd, Jenny in 4th. Now, let's see if they're going to put the hammer down, because Nosfox is in the lead, and he's done some 51s and 50s on his previous laps, so you know, pace is good from the top two, but the man in 3rd place is the man to watch out for. He's done a 1:49.6. But he had a very poor lap on lap 8, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to watch these guys. I feel like it might not be a terrible thing for Churro to catch up with Jenny at this point, because I think it would help him catch the rest. As long as they don't battle too much. Of course, we all have to say that, because then as soon as we talk about them helping each other, they don't help each other. So
Indeed. So there's John in 4th place. He's now pulled away from Bottle-Fed Mustang. John's really opened up the tap, hasn't he? He's started to disappear now, and Sticky Bandit might go for a move on Bottle-Fed. That's brave from there. Does think about it and goes, nope, I'm going to hold fire. Don't want to take out my countryman there. Oh, they really smash those sausage curves, don't they, those two? Brilliant stuff. And there's Walters in 7th.
Bottle-Fed's back in 5th, too. I didn't realize he had fallen back a little bit there.
Yeah, he has indeed. As we say, Corn Stick battling away with Saber Venom. Let's see if that move's going to be on as he tries to make his way round the outside. He's going to the inside for the chicane. Hard on the brakes. Does he get it done? Saber Venom leaves it very late. Has he got it in? Yes, he has. Manages to. So a good driver from them. And he's really defending that place, isn't he? Brilliant stuff from them too. There is Mark. You can just see him in the background. The president of the eChallenge. He's worked very hard, 13 months in the making to get this one up and running. And as I say that, I'm so sorry, Mark. He's got a half-second penalty.
Oh, unbelievable.
Indeed. I should give up my day job, you know. Merch is there in 12th place. Shredder in 13th. So Shredder's done very well to close up the gap, hasn't he? But Nosfox at the moment is the man to watch out for. 151 on the last lap. Where's Jenny? Jenny's done a 2. Then we've got Serchuro's done a 150.5. So this man is on the move. And just behind them is John. So John's also showing some fight at the last part of this race. 10 minutes to go of race 1 here at Monza in the Coppa Shell Ferrari eChallenge.
Yeah, plenty of time left for these two to kind of reel in the leader. And they're definitely in drafting position. We're going to see how Churro handles it here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting what he does here. Is he going to go for the pass, or is he just going to just tap Jenny? No, he's going for the pass. He wants to make sure he can close up on that leader. And he's done so very nicely indeed. Nice and calm, nice and cool, gets it done. Jenny just does the right thing, moves out of the way and just says, you know what, I'm going to follow you now. I'm going to save some fuel, and then I'll open up that tap right at the end of the last 5 minutes and give you a right good showing. So let's see what happens. So the two Americans there. So it's Canadian v America at the moment. This is a very interesting race with one Brit. And I usually don't say that when I commentate at CC Sim Racing. It's usually the other way round. So great to see so many, USA drivers and Canadian drivers all battling away here. But Saber Venom in 10th. Cornstick has managed to get past. There's Mark. He's there as well. Merch looks like he's chasing him down, getting closer and closer off that half-second penalty. There's Shredder. He's also on the back of this as well. Lovely looking liveries from SCR as well. But Nosfox holds the lead. Penalty for Churro. Penalty for Churro. And he doesn't want that. Great shout there, Jesse. I think there's a slight intertwine between me and you there. It's like I'm calling someone for some services from my phone. Usually get that delay of 5 seconds. But it's okay.
It takes a while for my voice to cross the Atlantic. So that's kind of the deal.
So Nosfox in the lead. Churro is hopefully going to take that penalty very early. We're not too sure. Lovely driving from everyone to go flying through Ascari there. Does take the penalty early, and Jenny goes through. Now, is John going to have this opportunity as well? He's got the outside line, and does he get through? Yes, he does. And John now into 3rd place. What a great drive from John, who I think, if I remember rightly, was about 7th on the grid, wasn't he? Yeah. Very good indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good stuff. Now we'll see if he works with Jenny or if he wants to pass Jenny as well.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. So, Nosfox needs some of his countrymen to help him out here, but it looks like John's sitting in the tow. I don't think he's going past, but Serchuro's gone, do you know what? You can do that, John. I'm just going to go underneath and take you. So that's what he does. Bottle-Fed Mustang also having a look as well. You can see Sticky Bandit in the mix, and there's Walters and Terrian just behind them. As you see, more drivers coming through the chicane, and there is Cornstick. And while these lot are sort of messing around up front, these guys are starting to close up. Can you see? As Terrian there in 8th place is now closing up on Walters all of a sudden. And we're going to see some moves maybe down there. Oh, that's very lucky. And John was trying his luck through on Churro and gets a good drive out of the corner. And he's trying to defend his Churro. And down the inside, John looks. Doesn't quite get it done. Good battle for 2nd here. And he's doing a great job defending from these guys. Brilliant racing.
My goodness, what is that? Second through seventh, and they're no more than a second apart. I wouldn't think they're all over each other.
I know, and you know that sort of game that you play at school when you were a kid and used to hold hands and say, "Who wants to play?" Well, Terrian's saying that he wants to play, and he's trying to hold the hands of Walters. He hasn't quite caught up with him yet, but he is getting very, very close indeed as they battle away. Oh, there's a huge glitch there from John. And that could have been very, very inviting for a bit of contact, but it looks like everyone's okay. But not sure what happened there, but look at that shot. You can see the top 10 all together there, apart from Mr. Nosfox, who's just out in front in the Parabolica as John goes down the inside for position on Churro. A little bit of contact between the two of them, and round the outside Churro goes, and it is a horrible glitch going on, and hopefully that gets sorted out. And that must have been quite frightening for the drivers. As you can see, Bottlefed's now in the mix as well, and he might have an opportunity. Actually, I'm going to go on board with Jenny and look from the behind from her car. As you can see, Bottlefed looking to the inside. Oh, Churro going to the inside. John trying to defend from the middle. Oh, this is incredible stuff. And Churro gets it done and forces his way through contact with John with Bottlefed. And Churro goes over the gravel. So does Jenny. And Jenny flicks up the gravel into Churro's face. Goodness me, this is a great battle.
Oh, my goodness. How did we not lose a windshield with all that gravel flying around?
A lot of insurance claims coming through in the next round, I reckon. But Nosfox is there in the lead, and I think that's about 5-6 seconds. As you can see, Jenny's still holding second. Churro is looking very feisty indeed, and it looks like John might have made a mistake. Looks like he's got that solved, and John is now... Oh, sorry, who's that? Walters going down the inside of Battlefed. Yes, it is. Walters now into 5th place. The Foxes are flying. Look at this. The Flying Foxes are flying. That is, what's that? 3 of them now, I think. Was that 4 of them in the top 5? Brilliant stuff.
I think we have a penalty up in 2nd or 3rd. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
Oh, it's Jenny. Jenny with a penalty. Crucial with 5 minutes to go with this race, and they've got enough fuel to just put the hammer down. Look at this Nosfox. Must have been fuel saving most of the race. He's got loads of fuel.
Yeah, he's going to be just fine. He can go ahead and leave it on fuel setting 1.
Yeah, here we go. Penalty for Jenny. There goes Churro. There goes John. Is Jenny going to hold that 3rd place from John? Oh, ooh. Yes, she is, or is she? This is going to be tight side by side. She needs to get into the draft of Churro if she possibly can here. And Churro drives to the right-hand side.
Yeah, who gets it? Who gets behind Churro coming down this straight if they get a draft?
Oh, he's just snuck it.
Got in behind.
John snuck it, and there we go. So Jenny's going to have the opportunity to have another look. Is she going to... No, she's bump drafting John. So teammates here, I'm pretty sure of that. I think John's a Fox as well, isn't he? Churro again using all that gravel, all the tracking a little bit more, as we say in the trade, Jesse.
Yeah, you know, she gave him that bump trap awfully close to that chicane. I'm driving up front and somebody bumps me heading in that chicane. That's a little scary.
Incredible stuff. There's Walters in 5th. There's a bottle-fed Mustang. Terran's now on the back of this group. Look at this. Brilliant stuff. 3 minutes to go. And Sticky Bandy wants a piece of this action. He's in 8th place. He could still get on the podium. There is Cornstick in 9th place. Saber Venom. Yeah, Cornstick 5 half-second penalty there. Saber Venom in 10th. Mark there in 11th. They're doing a very good job. Very consistent driving from these guys. Very tough if you are not in the group to try and close back up. As you can see, they're actually now trying to find a way through on Mark in front. There is Shredder in 13th. Back to the leader. That gap is definitely coming down. Churro through, and he's trying to close the gap, but John is staying with him. Walters now into 4th place, and Jenny going backwards, unfortunately, at the final part of this race. Oh, and goes wide as well. There. Yeah, went very wide. Looked like she had a great run on Walters, but had too much momentum. Had to back out of it, and that gave her... But Terrian now, he's now in 6th place, so he's now got the opportunity, and now he's going to have another pop at this. So 2 minutes of this race to go. We're going to have 2 more laps. As long as we cross the line, maybe not. We'll have to see. The brilliant racing from these guys and girls out here in the Copper Shell. Then again, going for that pass on Terrian for position. Side by side.
Wow, they're just spread all over this straightaway.
Onto the brakes. Oh, very late. There's a contact up front. Walters is going for a 4th place. And they're hitting the gravel when he's dragged the gravel across the track, and Walters dropped from 4th back into 5th, and Bottle-Fed Mustang finds himself in 4th place. Jenny is battling away here with Terrian. She's going to have the inside line at the chicane. And just behind them is Sticky Bandit, and he's got a second penalty, Jesse. Goodness me.
You know what? These guys have been... they've been racing for 30 minutes almost now. Tight racing the whole time. I mean, they have to be little baby cramps in the hands and you know, shaking a little bit. I mean, this is a lot of stress for 30 minutes straight. I'm impressed. They're doing great work, and no major wipeouts, honestly, with these really tight packs, which is something we often see when you get this tight of racing.
Exactly, and we are coming down to the last 30 seconds of this race. Now, it's going to be very interesting as John is going for position. He gets 3rd. Bottle-Fed Mustang, was going for 3rd. He went round the outside of John, didn't quite make that work, and now you can see Walters off the track, and this is going to give Jenny opportunity. Jenny now into 5th place, and there is 15 seconds of this race to go. There's Nosfox. I think he's going to cross the line just in time. He might get a lap of honour here, but there's Nosfox. He comes round, and I think he's going to finish this race in front. There is a Churro. We need to keep an eye on the guys from 3rd all the way back to 7th. So Nosfox is going to take the win and gets the race done. And it's Churro in 2nd. Who's going to take 3rd? It's John from Bottle-Fed, from Jenny, from Terrian, from Walters, from Sticky Bandit, from Cornstick there. It's going to be Saber Venom in 10th. My goodness me, I'd do that quickly. It looks like a horse race. Saber Venom in 10th place.
Wow.
Then it's going to be Merch who finishes in 11th. It's going to be Mark on the back of this as well there in 12th. He'll be looking for a better race. Nice livery as well, Mark. Shredder there is going to finish in 13th place as he comes around now. But how lucky was that? Nosfox had plenty of fuel. Look at Churro's fuel right at the end there.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's
Most of them came across and they didn't have anything left.
Wow. What a race. That was fantastic. Great racing from everybody, but Nosfox takes the win. And with Churro in 2nd, with John in 3rd. Great stuff from all the drivers, and really well done indeed. So join us in a second as we just take a 5-minute break, and we'll get up race 2. Thanks a lot for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to the second race of the Copper Shell here with the Ferrari eChallenge. Join me again is Justin Crowley, who's had a nice conversation with a couple of people on YouTube. So great to see everyone who's joining us on YouTube. Jesse, obviously great race in the first one. What are we expecting for this second race?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got a feel for what corners different people like and things like that, and where they like to make their moves. So, you know, now you're working with a little more information, so it usually makes for a bit more exciting race, but also a little bit tighter race where there's more defensive moves.
Yeah, indeed. Great shout, mate. And as you can see, John finds himself in qualifying on pole position. Churro in second. So he's going to be looking for a win. Nosfox is going to look to see if he can do the double and really punish everyone in front and behind, should I say. There is Cornstick in fourth place. Walters there in fifth. Then Sticky Bandit in sixth place, looking for a better job this time round. Jenny finds herself down in seventh, so we'll see what she can do from there. Merch looks in a pretty more comfortable position there. Let's see what he can do at the start of this race. Hopefully no incidents. There's Shredder in ninth. He'll be looking for a much better race. Sabervenom back in that top 10 spot. Bottlefed didn't have the best of qualifiers, down all the way in 11th place. And Mark finds himself at the back of the grid. And let's see what he can do from there as we get this race up and running. We have one red light. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 as we start race 2 of the Copper Shell Ferrari eChallenge. Away we go. Good start from everyone. John's had the best start. Churro's going to try and tuck in, but he can't because Nosfox is in the tow, and this could be opportunity for Nosfox to try and grab second, and it looks like he might do it. Churro's going to hold the inside line, leaves the braking very, very late indeed, as we see from the back. Everyone's got through nicely. Jenny's through. Contact with Sabervenom. He ghosts out. There's a lot of ghosting, and it seems like the film Ghost, the guy with the clay and everything, and it looks like they've all got it all sorted out, and Mark Moran finds himself at the back there, but I tell you what, I think he done the right thing there. He just backed out because he didn't want to ghost as everyone was battling away. Meantime, let's go back to the leader, and it's still John from Churro from Nosfox, and a half-second penalty for Churro, Jesse.
Oh my goodness, that's a harsh one to get. So you get a good position, you get right in behind the leader where you can get, you know, a nice little draft, and then boom, you get back with a penalty, and now you're going to be falling back. Yeah,
indeed. Shredder's had a good run. Good for the Shredder as well. There he is in at that 9th place with Bottlefed Mustang looking to increase some moves here, try and get some position on track very early on. As you can see, it's still Bottlefed there from Shredder, and Mark's still on the back of this, and Merch again finds himself at the back of this grid. What on earth has happened to Merch? Again, it's happened to him for a second time in this race.
And did we lose somebody there too? I only see 12 drivers. Was there one less than that started?
Yes, we have, haven't
we?
Somebody? Yeah, we have. I'm not too sure who that is. I will confirm that. But Churro there and Nosfox up front. There we go. And just trying to think of the names that I was reaching out earlier. There's Jenny round the outside. Jenny's done well, wasn't she? She started in 8th place, now up into 5th. Sticky Bandit in 6th place. We'll be looking to close the guys and girls up front there. There's Walters, Sabervenom, Shredder. Then we've got Bottlefed Mustang, Merch, and Mark there just behind. So it's M&M at the back there, trying to chase down Bottlefed Mustang.
Early impressed too up front is Cornstick's up in 3rd and 4th right now. That's impressive that he's up there battling with the big dogs. That's a nice little pack up front, nice and tight, but he seems to be doing well.
And Shredder did not want to give that place up there. He did not want to give that place up. And as Jesse said, everyone battling away. There's Sabervenom in 8th. There is Walters with Sticky Bandit just in front. Now, is Walters going to just try and make a move? No, he sits behind. No, he's going for the move. So he does take the opportunity to have a pass on Sticky Bandit. Sticky Bandit says, no, not today, but makes a bit of a hash of the apex there, and it looks like Walters got the inside line. Bit of a BTCC move there from Walters, and gets it done now into 6th place. Good move there, and some great battling between those guys. Jenny in 5th and really on the push to try and face Sir Churro.
Another
Jesse.
Penalty for Churro.
Indeed, so he's still got
another
that penalty
for Churro. That's unbelievable.
They're really pushing early on, isn't he? So battle going on at the back there. Who's that? That's Sabervenom and Sticky Bandit. So Sabervenom now making another move, and Sticky Bandit trying to get down the inside of a Scar. He might want to wait there and just try and get him on in the tow as they go out to the Parabolica, and it looks like he's done the right thing. So let's see where this puts Churros. He takes the penalty now, goes over to the right-hand side, left it very late indeed, and Jenny's going to have the move done. Yes, she does, goes into 4th place. And as you said earlier on, Cornstick making his moves very, very early on, but John is in the lead of this race, and he's starting to pull away from Nosfox.
Yeah, I think Cornstick's being really smart with what he's doing here. I feel like he's following Nos as best he can, just kind of follow his lead, because we know Nos is fast around this track. So, you might as well just follow the leader and let him take you right up to John.
Yeah, indeed. As you can see, there's Merch, there's Mark as well at the back of this track. Has been really concentrating on his iRacing and doing a great job as well with the Army race team, and this good race team as well. They did very well in that 24-hour the other week, so well done to those guys. Now I think he's B licensed, so I think he's been concentrating more on that, and he will be focusing now on the next race at Road Atlanta, so we'll see what he can do. But John is on fire, isn't he? But watch out for Cornstick. He's having none of it. He is right on the case of Nosfox, but I'll tell you what, he's got company of Jenny and Churro, and again Churro goes very wide there. Did he get a penalty? I don't think he did, but that was very, very lucky indeed. So it's Churro there in 5th, Waters and Saber Venom and Sticky Bandit, and Bottle Fedge just behind Sticky Bandit now, and Shredder trying to close the gaps up on these guys, but they're starting to pull away, which is really unfortunate for him. But the fastest lap with a 150.368 is John, who's leading this race, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like Churro I think he's gambling a little too much right now. I mean, he's loving taking those curves, which is great, but it can also hurt you. You get bounced on some of these, especially these chicanes. They have those big sausages. It'll bounce half your car up in the air if you aren't careful. And I feel like he's smacking all those curves, and I'm not sure that's best for what he's doing. It makes for a great watch, though, right? We love seeing cars flying in the air as long as we're not the ones driving it.
Yeah, I think that could be my new one, I think, Jesse, as we see Nosfox go out wide, and that's given Cornstick the opportunity, and also Jenny the opportunity. So Jenny goes through, and she's going to try and tack into the slipstream of Cornstick, which she does, and that should give her the opportunity to go through, and Jenny has the fast lap of her 149.8 and a 5.9. She's the woman on a mission at the moment.
That's cooking.
And here we go. Is Nosfox going to find a way through, or is he going to just sit behind? No, he's going to sit behind, and it's Jenny now into 3rd place. Now, she's been here before. Can she hold on to it as they try to chase down John, and Cornstick goes sideways, and this could give Jenny the opportunity to go round the outside of the Curva Grande. Is she going to do it? Yes, she is. Round the outside. She's going to the inside line, but Nosfox is following her line to get the toe to try and grab it and try and sweep through on the chicane on Cornstick. But Jenny's through into 2nd place. And this is a great drive, but Cornstick is battling away and not giving it up. But that is going to be very detrimental for him, because that is going to be Churro there. And there's contact in the background between Walters and Saber Venom, and Sticky Bandit got in the mix there. And there is Bottle Fed, and now Shredder's in the mix, and Shredder's down the inside of Bottle Fed to get that position. No, he doesn't quite do it. My goodness me, it's all happening in the first 4 laps, isn't it? We're only 6 minutes in, and it's absolute bedlam.
Yeah, thank God we talk about patience, because and Saber's off.
Saber Venom off the track, so just lost a little bit of talent there, I think, and off the track it goes. Might have had a bit of argy-bargy with someone, but unfortunately drops him all the way back to 10th place. Now, Shredder on the chase now from Bottle Fed. There is Waters just in front. There he is. Sticky Bandit just in front of him. We might see him in shot. There he is as he comes through. Coming up to the Parabolic against Churro, still there in 5th place. Nosfox finds himself down in 4th now, so the lead of the race, it really does make a difference, doesn't it? When you're out and about on your own, you can get away, but when you're in the pack, you can't get away at the moment, can you?
Yeah, absolutely not. I'll be honest with you, I'm watching this race, and every time I see Sir Churro's name, I get hungry. I don't know.
Yeah, he needs to change that, doesn't he? Yeah, I keep going in my head all the time. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. I totally agree. Cornstick doesn't help either, because that's probably nice as well. But there we go. Yeah, so there we go. Nosfox there in 4th, Cornstick in 2nd, Jenny there in 3rd. There's John in the lead, and we've got a top 6 getaway at the moment. Then we have this next pack of Sticky Bandit, Waters, then Bottle Fed and Shredder. Then Saber Venom after that incident early on. Then got Merch coming through the chicane with Mark Moran just behind as well. So all the drivers still up for this, and as you can see, John starting to pull away, and a nice gap he is pulling away. His fuel is looking absolutely perfect, so you can just see how much of a difference it makes when you're on your own. getting that clean air, you can really push. But Jenny in second has got a bit of a gap because Cornstick is under pressure from Nosfox and being chased down by Serturo, who's we know has got some mega quick times in him. So let's see what he can do. Sticky Bandit on the back of this as well. He's in the top 6. Can he get on the podium? On board with Sticky Bandit as we watch him go through and under the bridge towards Ascari. Great racing.
Going to swap it right behind them between Bottlefed and Walters too. Bottlefed has managed to take back 7.
So let's have a look at that as we see it. Can we see him as we go for Ascari? Just get a glimpse, and yes, there it is. There is Bottlefed in front of Walters. And, oh, hold on a minute. There's contact. There's contact. There is contact somewhere. And let's see if we can see that. Who was that that went backward? Oh, it's Churro. Churro's gone off. The Churro's gone off, and he's now found himself down in 10th place. And we missed that one, unfortunately. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, that's watching. But, my goodness me, down in 10th place. And that is very, very painful indeed. That is not what he wanted. Plenty of time in this race, but that is a long way back from winning this race now, isn't it?
Yeah, that happened back in that kind of S turn there, and I'm wondering if we talked about him hitting curbs. I wonder if he hit one he shouldn't have, because he wasn't really battling with anybody at the time. I don't think so. He felt like he was pretty clean.
Indeed, and I think that's going to be my new line, using all the sausage and a little bit more. I'll have to change it up a little bit now, Jesse. Like a sheepdog guy guiding us, says John. Look at this. Brilliant stuff, John. Love that he's watching the race as well. He's pretty proud of himself, as you can see, leading this race. Had a good race in race 1 and doing a very good job here in race 2. Walters there in 7th place, chasing down Bottle-Fed Mustang. And again, seems to be very aggressive into the chicane. But has he got it? Oh, as you see, Saber Venom very sideways as he comes out of the corner there. Very, very lucky indeed. Walters trying to find a way through, or is he going to just work with Bottlefed to try and close up? Obviously, they can still save quite a lot here. But a half-second penalty for Nosfox, which is going to be Cornsticks lighting up like a Christmas tree as he sees that happen behind him. And this is going to give Sticky Bandit the opportunity to close up. I don't know how much by, but we'll see. But a great exit off the corner there from Nosfox. Brilliant stuff.
Sorry, it's always good, when you're someone like Sticky and you're struggling to get back into the draft, and you see somebody like Nos with a sudden penalty, that gets you a little excited. Like, okay, I'm back in it. Here we go.
Yeah, definitely. That is exactly right, and it does. It just gives you that bit of poise to go, do you know what? I can push. I can really close down these guys and try and grab a couple of places. But really, it's all about sitting in the toe, making sure you can fuel save as much as you possibly can. And we'll see what happens here. As you can see, Nosfox looks pretty good on the fuel. So is Cornstick there. Jenny also. But John starting to, as you can see, increase those lap times in the 50s, consistent 50s. And he's been pushing hard. And as you can see, you can see that in the fuel on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. And Jenny's still with that fastest lap of 149.859. But the battle really we need to keep an eye on is this one, because it's Jenny, Cornstick, Nosfox, Sticky Bandit, Bottlefed is just down the road there. And a penalty for Walters, which is going to be very pleasing for Shredder to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Shredder's had a tough race the last race. So to get back in this mid-pack and get some battling, that's great for him.
Yeah, definitely. You can see Soka just in the background chasing after Saber Venom. The best of couple of laps, has he? So he did a 150 on the last lap, which is a lot better than that 202, which is very painful to see. But not halfway yet. Still in the making, but it's going to be very, very difficult from there. Let's see what he can do. Back to our leader. Let's see if that gap has changed. Nope, John's cruising. He's got some nice music in the background. Don't know what he's listening to, but whatever it is, it's making him go faster, let's just say. And doing a good job there is John. Hopefully I don't give him the commentator's curse. Jenny's still holding second and has a bit of a gap now, hasn't she? Again, consistent 150s. Cornstick also in the 150s in the last 2 laps, but starting to pull away now is Jenny. But Nosfox now can up his game after that half-second penalty. Any change for the lead lap? Yes, it is. It's John who has the fastest lap with 149.617. But very open now, this race. Is it not as close as it was in the previous one?
Yeah, this is one of those situations where, third, fourth, fifth, those people back there, they're going to have to gamble a little and get a little late break coming into that corner and see if they can just make up, an extra 3, 4, 5 tenths of a second, to get themselves back in the draft, because that's all the difference in the world. But of course, with those last minute braking, comes the risk that you might overshoot it too. So it's a quality risk, but one worth taking.
Yeah, definitely. Great shout, mate. And it is exactly right. Get on the brakes as late as you possibly can, because you really need to grab that toe, as Walters has the purple lap for the first sector. This is interesting.
Wow.
Oh, there's a big penalty there. Who's that? Saber Venom. 1 second penalty. Ouch. That's going to give surely Sergio an opportunity to grab that position now. He hasn't quite been able to grab the pace of the guys up front, and it just goes to show, doesn't it? You just lose that momentum. You get that frustration, and you can see it is really paying off for the guys up front as they get away from Sergio. So let's see what he has under that bonnet. Well, obviously it's a Ferrari. Well, actually, obviously it'll be some luggage under the bonnet of that, because the Ferrari engine's at the back. But it'll be very interesting to see what he can do from there. So saving him in 9th, Shredder there in 8th. Walters still going round. Now, did he get a purple sector through there? This would be interesting to see what he gets as he crosses the line. I think he did. I don't think I bought that quite well there, did I? No, I didn't. I've missed it. So there's Walters. I think I get just before Ascari, if I'm right. So Walters there is in 7th. Bottlefed is there, and the leader comes in to the pits. Now, is Jenny going to do the same thing? No, she goes straight on. So does Cornstick. So anyone else? Nosfox stays out as well. So Nosfox trying to chase down the leader. And John comes in. And Sticky Bandit also comes in with 1% of fuel. Oh, that's brave.
Yeah. And it's exactly 15 minutes in too, so it's about as even timing as you can get for a refuel.
Oh no! Sticky Bandit didn't fuel. Oh my goodness me! And he's run out of fuel, and that means that he's going to be coasting all the way around, and he's got a penalty, and he's pulled off the side of the track because he knows what he's done wrong here. And I think he just absolutely lost himself, and he's gone. Well, I can't say it because he'd be very upset under that helmet, I can tell you that much. And that is going to be a long drive home. Unfortunate for Sticky Bandit, he did not fuel up. And that is going to be absolutely painful to see. So, Jenny holding the lead, Cornstick pushing. Sorry, Jesse.
We're gonna have to censor the mic on the live feed. Can't let him in. We don't want to hear that. That is a long, ugly lap, and we apologize for that, Sticky.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, Jenny there as well. And yeah, he has been there, says Marty there. So Jenny holding the lead now. Cornstick in 2nd. Nosfox has closed the gap up as well. So really, we need to see what lap times these guys are going to be doing. But unfortunately, they're going to be coming into the bits this time around. And it'll be very interesting to see where they come out to. John, there's Bottlefed Mustang in 4th, and then we have John, who is coming up to Ascari now. Oh my goodness me, that was a heavy glitch as he come through there, still with that fastest lap, 149.617. And there is Merch coming through. He's done very well now, hasn't he? He's there, but Jenny comes in, Nosfox comes in, Cornstock with 0 amount of fuel. Oh yeah, very good shout there, mate. He's got another lap in him, I think.
Yeah, he won't have to fuel as much coming around.
Not the best of lap times, though. Still in the 51, 52s. Obviously, leaders doing high 49s and mid 50s.
That's how you make that those times. Is play the fuel right. Maybe you'll lose a second, but you can gain a few seconds when he's only have to get 3/4 of the tank probably to finish the race.
Yeah, exactly. As Jenny comes through now, and is that going to be Merch going through? Is Jenny going to have that inside line? And no. Merch goes through into 2nd place. Obviously, you're going to have to pit, but there is Jenny, and there is ghosting going on between Cornstick and Nosfox. They still haven't let each other go. Look at this. It's fantastic. It's an invisible race here at CC Sim Racing for the Ferrari eCHALLENGE. I got myself a bit mixed up there, but great stuff there from Cornstick and Nosfox. They were not giving that up. Well, especially Nosfox, because he's managed to invisibly zoom through Cornstick for that position. So Nosfox now into 4th, and Jenny's trying to get past that man in front, which is Merch, and she really needs to get rid of him quickly. And then there'll be a bit of space for her to drive away into the sunset.
We're gonna catch the unfueled car here. I think he's on the back straight there. Just looking at the track map, we might reel him in here. This could get interesting.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think you're right, because there's Mark. He's coming round there. There's Saber Venom. And we need to keep an eye on the man who's at the back of it. There is Sticky Bandit. He's literally cruising. I feel so sorry for this guy, because Sam had it yesterday, didn't he? The Australian. He was absolutely painful to watch. There we go. You can see John coming through. Not quite done. And a poor thing. Look at it. It's on idle. That is just not what you want to see in a Ferrari, is it? As you can see, the blue flags are out. And hopefully John's seen him, because he's going to be right round the corner as they come through. And hopefully there's no overtaking. But there is. There's overtaking there, because round the outside is Jenny. Is this going to be costly for Merch? I think Merch's going to have to go round the outside of him. And he does, and might get a penalty because he crossed the white line. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen there for Merch. Hopefully he'll get away with it. Goodness me.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jenny in second, Nos Fox in third.
Out too.
Yeah, indeed, my friend. As we see, oh, was there a battle? Sorry, I do apologise. Did I see a battle there? Yes, I did. So Churro going down the inside of Shred for position. Now let's see where Merch comes out. There he is. He's just coming into view now, and he's going to be battling for that 10th spot with Saber Venom. So Saber Venom now into 9th. And you can just see Merch now coming through in 10th place. So did very well to stay out as long as he did. But again, very interesting race, isn't it? Let's go back to that top 4. And it's up for podium for one of these three here. As John's done it again. He's just disappeared into the distance while we see Jenny, Nosfox and Cornstick battling away.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's kind of opened it up a little bit. There's not too much drafting going on other than those middle two, the 2nd and 3rd place, but the rest of them have kind of opened up a little bit. So it's interesting to watch. It's a little different race. Yeah,
indeed. As you see, we're on board with Nosfox now as they come through Ascari. Again, doesn't feel that pressure at all, does she? Absolutely fantastic. Great exit off the corner. But again, Nosfox just seems to have that power just to sit back in the toe. Plenty of fuel, probably way too much fuel, to be honest. I think he's going to have the same problem again. He can just literally go open taps, fuel save none, and just go for it as he goes right onto the back end of Jenny's car, nearly stroking the Fox on the livery there. So close. That was incredible.
Oh. Family show, Craig. Family show.
Foxy Racing, Foxes Racing, that's what they call Flying Foxes. So there we go. So Nosfox there in 3rd place. Is he going to go for an inside move here on Jenny? No, decides to just settle down, and John is down the road. Look, he didn't even see him in the camera shot just there.
Yeah, I think he got a good run now while those two were kind of battling out that corner. It seems like he's starting to reel him in a little bit.
He is indeed. Great shout there, mate. And Cornstick is there in 4th place. Trying to get on that podium, as you can see. Let's see who's down in 5th place. Bottle Fed Mustang is there on his own, looking very pleased in 5th place. No one to worry him, just trying to concentrate on the guys and girls up front. There is Churro in 6th place. Still hasn't got that 49 in him, has he? Shredder there in 7th. Still staying with Churro in front. There is Walters, who did have a purple sector on the previous laps, but didn't quite get that fastest lap. The Saber Venom's still there in 9th. Merch has dropped backwards, so unless he had an incident there, not too sure, but hasn't quite caught up with the man up front. Mark's still holding there in 11th place, and unfortunate for Sticky Bandit, he's getting the blue flag, and that is really unfortunate, but might get the fastest lap. So let's see how that goes. But John is in the lead with Jenny in 2nd, Nosfox in 3rd, with Cornstick now closing him down. And I think there's been a mistake from Nosfox, because Jenny's got away, hasn't she?
Yeah, well, either that or Corn's just reeling him in. But I think, yeah, it looks like Nos made a mistake for sure.
There we go, on board, looking at the rear camera. Sponsored by Track Racer there. And let's see what Cornstick can do here. Now, this opportunity here is to just grab the toe, but leave the brake in as late as you can. We said previously, well, Jesse actually said, and quite rightly so, as long as you can get on the back of these cars and get in the tow, you've got an opportunity to grab some places. And let's see what he does here. Can Cornstick leave it really late? Yes, he can. Look at, he just sucks him in like a vacuum cleaner. Incredible stuff. Oh, and does that absolutely beautifully there, didn't he? Done a great job there, but
I think he almost did it too well.
Yeah, way too well, as you see. So Nosfox managing to pull away, but great turn in, but just the exit not quite as good. But that's a reel in Nosfox again.
Yeah, it felt like Korn to kind of let off the gas there a little because I think he was afraid to slam into him. That's why I say he did it too well. I think there was a little trouble there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he backed out last minute, just obviously on the brakes really hard, but then sort of backed right out of it, which obviously cost him because Nosfox started to pull away. But the gap has come down, hasn't it? As we look at Jenny up front, I'll tell you what. Are they closing in on John? That looks like they're closing in on John here. Because that gap has definitely closed up, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. There's John. There is Jenny coming into shot now. Nosfox is there as well. There's Cornstick. And very, very close indeed.
Yeah, it felt like about 3 seconds to the lead there. So that's not too bad. You can make that up.
Yeah, definitely. There is John. There is Jenny and Nosfox. And Cornstick. That fastest lap from John. There is a bottle-fed Mustang coming through. Where it looks like
feels like Nos is
running
really hard all of a sudden. Yeah, I was gonna say because it seems like Nos was falling back, but man, he's reeled Jenny right back in, and Jenny's been very consistent. So I don't think it's a situation where Jenny's slowing down in any way. I think he's just hammering it pretty good because he kind of pulled away from Cornstick.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what he does here on the brakes. And again, nicely done by both the drivers, using all that track. And again, great exit and great entry from the Flying Fox driver. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, in a good position there. Do you attack to go for that win? Or are you happy with your first result being second, as I say that, nearly 3 tenths faster than the fastest lap of the race? That's really impressive.
I mean, if Jenny is 2-3 tenths of a second faster than the fastest lap, how fast is Nos going? He's got to be cooking behind her in the draft. I mean, those two are just absolutely flying. That's going to be a problem for John if he just keeps the same pace, because there's no way he can stay ahead of that.
Yeah, it's a great shout as well. And it does. It looks like they are closing in, doesn't it? It does look a lot closer looking at that shot, but it just might be my eyes. And you can see purple again as we go into Sector 2. So can Jenny get the fastest lap? I'm pretty sure they get a fastest lap point as well, but I will have to get confirmation from Rebel GT. He is in the chat room, but this is going to be very, very impressive stuff. So John there out front. There is Jenny, there is Nosfox, and I'm just wanting to wait to see who gets that fastest lap, because surely one of these two are going to get it. And I think, because Nosfox is so close, I think he's just going to sneak this fastest lap from Jenny here. Let's have a look. And they are definitely closing up. They are definitely closing him down. So across the line they go. Jenny, no, Nosfox has got it. Wow. So Nosfox 49.2. Jenny with a 49.5, and Nosfox going for that position on Jenny into the braking zone of turn 1, and into second goes Nosfox. Good move. Now, has he got enough time to close and grab that second win? Brilliant stuff. And he's not that far down the road now, is he? Look, they can see him, literally see the writing on that livery.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much time we got left here. It's only 3 minutes. It feels like that John should have plenty of fuel, so I don't think it's a rationing of fuel thing or anything. I think those other two are just flying. Yeah,
indeed. And he done he did a 50.8, so I mean it's not a slow lap, is it really? But I mean, as you can see, it's 1.4 seconds. Well, was that? Yeah, it is. It was about. Was that second? Wait, 1. Yeah, it is 1.4 seconds faster. That lap from Nosfox, and he's definitely closing. This is going to be dramatic, this ending. We've got just over, what's that, 2.5 minutes to go with this race, Jesse. Is he going to be able to hold on?
He's pulling away from Jenny, too. It could be good, could be bad, right? Because, I mean, the reason they were going so fast is they were together, and now he's on his own. So he's lost that, 3-4 tenths of a second advantage that he had while he was back there. But, man, he's just... I can't believe he's pulling away from Jenny, because Jenny has been so consistent. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is indeed. It was going to be one for the AWRC, but unfortunately the times do not help her out at all. But it'd be great to see her in the AWRC. But John holding this lead. Nosfox in second. There is Jenny in third as we go on board. There is a spinner. There is a spinner. I'm not too sure who that is. It's about 8th place, I think. Maybe more. Oh, it's Bottlefed. Bottlefed. Oh, no, it was Bottlefed from... He was... Where is he? He was 5th on the grid, wasn't he? He was 5th. He was 5th place, and he's dropped all the way down to 9th. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Bottlefed Mustang. Dirty Tyres as well goes out wide. That's not what he wants to see. And then Merch is going to have an opportunity here. But we need to go back to the battle up front. There's Churro now in 5th place. There's Cornstick in 4th. Jenny's still chasing down Nosfox. But Nosfox can see a win. Another win. But John seems to have just put the hammer down again and saying, do you know what? That gap's getting a little bit too close for comfort.
Nos gained 0.6 of a second that last lap. So he's still reeling him in.
Very, very interesting indeed, isn't it? So let's see what happens here. So John comes round. There's my 1 and 2. John that time round at a 50.9. Nos at a 50.3. So just under 7 tenths faster than John on the previous lap. Definitely closing in. So tense.
Yeah, it feels like he needs one more lap. That's what it feels like for Nos. It feels like he needs a penalty or one more lap because I think he's going to get him otherwise.
Yeah, well, we got 30 seconds. That's going to be very, very close. By the time they get to the bottom of the hill, they might both cross the line. We'll have to see. So we're coming up to about 20 seconds of this race lap to go, and I think it's going to be very tight. These two might get through, and we might have a battle for the win as they come round the Parabolica. It's going to be very, very tight indeed. We have 10 seconds. And John's just mentioned that he was trying not to get a fastest lap, so they're going another lap, and they are. They're crossing the line. Mark's just pulled over. Oh, my goodness me. That was very, very dangerous indeed, and Mark has pulled over to cross the line. Jenny has finished in 3rd. It is Cornstick in 4th. It's Churro who's going to cross the line and finish in 5th place. Then Shredder's going to finish in 6th. And that was very, very close. Nosfox could have had an absolute smash up there at the end. There's Waters in 7th, Saber Venom in 8th, Bottlefed Mustang will finish in 9th place, and then it'll be Merch who finishes in 10th. So real shame for Bottlefed there. There's Mark, he'll finish in 11th place, and Sticky Bandit after that. Really unfair fuel problem. I just forgot to fuel in 12th place. But this is the battle we need to keep an eye on. It's Nosfox versus John. And let's go on board with John. Let's see what he can see. And they are in the red. And I think Nosfox has got a little bit more fuel, if I remember rightly. He was absolutely fantastic. And Rebel Racing Mark's just saying, don't judge. That was really bad, mate.
This is pretty tight out for John and his fuel. I think he's going to make it, but man, he's just got a blip left.
Yeah, he does indeed. And as you can see, they're both in the red, so they're both thinking about this. And I don't know if Nosfox can just give it the absolute beans and try and close him down. He has got the fastest lap. And yeah, Andrew's just said there's a penalty for Mark Rand for stopping on the start-finish straight, which is a good shout, actually. He should be told off for that. Anyway, let's go back to the race, and it looks like John's going to get it done round the parabolic. Goodness wide! Oh my goodness me! He's overshot. He's in the gravel, and Nosfox is going to win this one. And he spins out, and Nosfox is going to win this race. And I was so calm and collected. No, I'm not. And Nosfox has done the double. Oh my goodness me! How has that happened, John? John.
Goodness. Oh no. That was a shame. Poor John.
How on earth did that happen? John, you need to... he's gone silent. He's not saying anything, no. Yeah, he was talking a minute ago. He was saying...
It was about to happen.
Yeah, he literally said, I'm stopping on the track because, obviously I didn't want anything to happen, but now... Oopsie.
Somebody said, oops, John.
Yeah, oops, John. Oof. Yeah, I know. Oh, my goodness me. So, unfortunately for John, he didn't win that race. So, it was Nosfox who took the win. It's John in 2nd. Jenny got her podium, so well done to Jenny. Cornstick in 4th place. Then we had, I think it was Churro in 5th place, followed by Shredder, Waters, Save Venom, Bottlefed, and Merch took the top 10. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was another race there from Monza. But my goodness me, that had everything, didn't it, Jess?
Oh, I'm a little rattled, to be honest with you. just watching him go out, it went out, and like, he went out on that corner like in slow motion, and we're all like, no.
Yeah, and
Oh,
surely that's gonna
that's
be on the
rough.
short, isn't it? You need to just go no, John, or something like that in the background. I might try it, but I'm sure he will be really, really thinking about it. I ran out of fuel before the last turn.
Ah.
Oh my goodness me! So ran out of fuel. Look down, maybe, and just I'm gonna say
Mm.
look down and spun out. But I'm sure Nosfox was absolutely smiling like a Cheshire cat after that. But
Either way, crushing.
yeah, exactly. Crushed there at the end. Jesse should have seen the trophy at Amrek. Yeah, he should have done. Yeah, that was painful as well. But yeah, go and watch that, Jesse. You'll really like that. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
I will.
Of course he has. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. That was absolutely fantastic. We do have another race. Obviously, we'll try and get it done if we can tomorrow. Really early again, if we can. And that will be the last of the races until we go up to Road Atlanta, which is going to be the next round in March. I think it's March the 2nd or March the 3rd, if I remember rightly. But my goodness me, what a hell of a race that was. And really some dramatic stuff through all the races we've seen so far. But another double, and it's Nosfox who takes this one. So congratulations to Nosfox. But my goodness me, what a great evening, Jesse. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, that was good fun. I mean, I enjoyed both those races. There was no lack of drama in any of those. We didn't have any, situation where there was a big blowout. There was 5, 6, 7 cars involved the whole time. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was indeed. And like I said, we got one more final race to come, which will be tomorrow. And just confirming that, Steve says March 2nd is Atlanta. So there we go. March 2nd, everyone. Keep your diary open for that one because it's going to be absolutely fantastic. World's best drivers from the Gran Turismo World Series will be joining us. And let's see what happens there. But thank you very much from myself and Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that, mate.
No problem. I appreciate it.
There's that long distance call again. But yeah, thank you very much from me, Jesse, and all the team here at CC Sim Racing. And thank you to everyone that's been involved here at the Ferrari eChallenge. That was the Copper Shell class. And then we got the Copper Shell AM class, which will be tomorrow. So join us then for another exciting episode of the Ferrari eChallenge. Thank you very much and good night, everyone.